watch this. I have something very special for you this evening. We are going to be spending the best part of an hour sitting in front of a star and peeling layer after layer of that star, going into the innermost depths of its personality and finding out what makes it shine so brightly. The star we have tonight is a musician, a composer, a singer, a raconteur, an innovator, a husband, a father, and above all, a very human being. Ammar, good evening.
Good evening, Islam.
I'm going to begin, we're going to, by the time we're through with you, we're going to leave no stone unturned, what makes Ammar El-Sherei tick, basically. But let's begin at the beginning. Early days, where were you born and what were the circumstances, when you were a young boy?
Let me first tell you that this is the first time to see myself being peeled, you know.
Yes, we haven't begun yet, but we will. Yes, we will begin peeling. Let's begin peeling. Let's go to the core first, birth.
I was born in Minya. Minya is about 250 kilometers south of Cairo.
Yes.
Not in Minya, in specific, not in Minya, the
town,
city, the town,
city.
yes.
In Samalut.
In Samalut, yes. Samalut is 25 kilometers north of Minya. That's to say 2 to 5 kilometers south of Cairo.
Nice. So you're a Saidi, I was just going to say.
And your neighbor, as you know.
Exactly, we have Bani Suwaif.
You're from Bani Suwaif?
Yes, right.
Yes. I spent the first 5 years of my life in Samalut, in which I was totally exposed to what I may call the Egyptian folklore, because my mother was she used to know by heart lots and lots of the folkloric songs, of the Egyptian folkloric songs.
Yes.
For example, somebody dies, my mother sits down, starts singing the death songs, the folkloric songs,
yes,
death songs. And
yes.
For example, somebody is going to the Hajj, she starts singing Al-Tahneen, which is the Hajj singing, folkloric singing, things like that. Beside our home in Samalut, there was a mosque, which is it's called the Sidi Abdel Malik Mosque. Sidi is Master Abdel Malik. Yes, Master Abdel Malik. Abdel Malik is one of the shuyukhs of the sheikhs.
Yes.
The people used to like very much, you know, they believe in him and things.
To do supplication next to his grave. Yes.
This Sheikh Abdel Malik's mosque has a what do you call it, muazzin and Quran reader, Quran reciter.
Yes, and the call to prayer. Yeah.
Yes, his name was Sheikh Abdel Qadir. Sheikh Abdel Qadir has a beautiful voice, and from him I used to listen to the religious hymns, to religious songs, to religious praising of God and of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and to this part of the religious singing, which is very important part in Arabic music, in Egyptian music, to somebody who's going to be in a coming day, in future, a musician or a composer.
Didn't know that at the time, but you were You were born into a world of sounds.
Yes,
very much so. I mean, sounds played a very big role in your early.
Yes, because of course, because I was born blind.
Yes.
This can mean one thing, is that I'm going to rely almost completely on my remaining capabilities.
Yes.
I went to Cairo when I was 5 years old.
Tell me, first of all, your family, your immediate nuclear family. Father, mother, brothers, sisters, who were they?
we are El-Sherei family. El-Sherei family is one of those families who were defined by the 23rd of July revolution as the feudal families.
Feudal, yeah.
Yes.
Landowners.
Landowners,
Yes, feudalists, yes.
Yes. We were one of the biggest families in the El-Said, and as I told you, my mother was a Sherei as well.
Yes.
She was my father's cousin.
Yes. That was very normal, that
Yes.
cousin marriage.
Yes. I have 3 uncles who got married to 3 aunts.
Yes.
So my mother was one of them.
Yes.
And my father was the mayor Omda of Samalut.
Yes.
I don't know. I used to listen to mayor of Berlin, to mayor of London, but not mayor of Samalut.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was the Omda of Samalut.
Yes.
And he was the MP of Samalut as well for 3 times. Then I went to Cairo with the family because somebody told them. At that time, there was no education for the blind here in Egypt.
Yes, as well.
They used to take a blind student either to the Al-Azhar, one of the religious institutes,
Yes.
or to the music institute, which was called at that time the Institute of Fuad al-Awwal.
Yes.
For the Arabic
music, yes.
Yes, and or if he wasn't fit for both, they take him to the light occupations such as carpenters, such
Yes.
as working bamboos and things like that.
Things like that.
So they told my father that the American Point 4 has made a school for teaching blind
The
students.
Point 4, that was an aid program at that time.
Exactly.
Yes,
It was an American aid program.
Yes.
My father took me to this school. It was called at that time the Demonstration Center for the Rehabilitation of the Blind. It was in Zaytoun.
Zaytoun.
Yes, which is a district in Cairo
Yes.
here.
And the whole family then moved to Cairo.
Yes, they moved to Cairo, but not because of me. I mean, because of all my brothers at that time. You know, they went to schools in Cairo.
Yes.
So I started my life in this school with the American teachers and American administration, actually.
Yes.
After 2 years or something, President Nasser, he expelled the American Point 4 out of Egypt and said it's, I don't know, they said at that time that they are accused of spying or something,
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, we were overtaken by 2 ministries. The Ministry of Education, they took us from morning to noon.
Yes.
I mean, they took the education part of our life.
Yes.
And then the Ministry of Social Affairs, they took us from noon till next morning.
It was a boarding school. Did you sleep there?
And at that time, what we felt as students, you know, we felt that we used to have something called the afternoon tea, the 5 o'clock tea.
Yes.
And they give us Chinese utensils such as cups and saucers and
yes.
You know, when the Ministry of Social Affairs came, all the cups were made of aluminium. And
okay, so you moved between 2 bureaucracies during your schooling.
Yes, exactly. I enjoyed socialism in my very early years. Yes.
But what did you learn there? What did the school teach you of lasting benefit, if at all, anything?
No, yes, of course I benefited from school, very much so, because, you know, first of all, we were treated as normal students.
Yes.
Completely normal.
Yes.
Even mathematics, even anything. I mean, even at that time, you know, to teach us, for example, to talk about snakes, to read something about snakes, we must see the snake. It is not drawn for us. We don't have any way to see it except to touch a snake. They used to get snakes for us.
Mummified.
Yes.
Mummified snakes, yes.
It is.
So, okay, well, all right. Now, so this was, you were lucky to go into the specialized school. And at that time, there were no specialized schools.
No, not at all. In all the Middle East, by the way.
When did you begin to find the seeds that Ammar is going to become a musician?
I was in my first year in school. I was discovered by all the music teachers in the school. They knew that this guy has a gift, has a certain gift. And
how did your gift manifest itself? Where was that gift apparent?
For example, I remember that I was in my first year in school, and there was a little Adr gig or party.
Yes.
And the teacher came with a song for Little Adr.
Little Adr is a special night of the revelation of the Quran, where the Quran was revealed. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
It's in the last 10 days of Ramadan. This, yes.
So we came with this song for Little Adr, and he said, "I want somebody to sing this song from you." He started with us the year one. The boys started singing one after another, and then when I started, he said, "You, yes, you, it is you." And from that time,
that was it.
Yes, that was
it.
Yes.
How old were you then?
I was 5 years, some months.
That's a good early start to a very illustrious career. Then let's telescope time now, move fast into time. As you grow up, you grow up, of course, with a handicap, but it really you transcended that. It was not a big problem for you, was it?
I think we succeeded. I say we because it is we. I mean, it is not me alone.
Yes.
It is myself and all my friends who were with me at school at that time.
Yes.
We succeeded in surmounting
this difficulty. Overcoming the whole thing.
Exactly. We succeeded completely, almost completely, because I wouldn't lie to you. I mean, blindness is a tough hindrance, actually. It is very tough. Sometimes you are going to conquer it. Other times you are going to be defeated. Definitely you are going to be defeated.
Yes.
So you should deal with it as the enemy friend or the hostile friend. I mean, you got to live with it.
Yes.
You got to fight with it, but you got to deal with it as a friend and as a foe at the same time.
Yes. When does it become a friend and when does it become a foe?
It becomes a friend when you defeat it, and it's a foe when it has victory.
What instances do you remember of it being a foe? What defeats did you feel?
Still till now, I lost my early years in school. You know, I wanted to play football. I couldn't play football. You know, because except that I remember that they sent us a ball with a ring in it, and it used to say "tilling, tilling, tilling, tilling" while moving on the ground. But when it is in the air, it doesn't ring.
Yes.
You know, so the people, you know, hit each other and things like that happen. I don't know how do they cope with it.
But the fact that you treated it as fun really did not defeat you. It was not a real defeat.
No. On the whole, no. I wasn't defeated. On the whole, no, because I really lived a normal life. So almost 95% of my life was quite normal.
So 5 years time, at the age of 5, you began your singing career. That was it. Where then the development Ammar's development then as a musician? You had university, of course, and before then, what happened?
Actually, they didn't know what to do with us. I mean, there wasn't a plan being put together for those students,
Yes.
what to do with them. They
Yes.
don't know. Except when President Nasser came to visit our school in, it was, at that time it was 1956, 57 maybe.
Yes.
And he wrote, as you know, he has a book called The Revolution's Philosophy.
Yes.
At that time they said, okay, Mr. President, we are going to make a copy for the blind in Braille from the Revolution's Philosophy. He said, okay, I'll write an introduction to it. And he wrote an introduction saying that a revolution doesn't know what is the meaning of
Blindness.
something
Of deficiencies.
incapability.
Yes. Incapacity.
Maybe.
Incapacity, yeah.
So they asked him, can those people, can they go to complete their preparatory school and secondary school? He said, yes, they must go. At that time, they used to give us a very condensed syllabus in music. So I remember I was in year 4 and I used to write music. I used to write and read music.
Who taught you how to write music?
Our school teachers, you know, I remember late Mr. Said Hassanin, late Mr. Hosni Ibrahim, late Mr. Abdullah Mohsen. Those, they were my teachers. They helped me a lot, you know. Mr. Abdullah Mohsen, for example, he sent to America to a school called Hadley School for teaching blind students all over the world.
Yes, yes.
He said, I have a student here whom I trust he's going to be very successful. And he started working with me for 9 years in Hadley School, teaching me piano and composition. Of course, this means that I was taught harmony, I was taught counterpoints, I was taught all these academic. At that time, I was very, very, very young, you know.
Yes, of course, you must have been.
Yes. So I finished.
But I'm sure that you must have found that all this learning came very naturally to you. I mean, this was part of something that was almost, you were on a rendezvous with that. It was waiting for you.
Because it met something which is built in, actually.
Yes.
It wasn't strange to me. It wasn't something that I don't like. I remember, Islam, I used to sit before the piano and I don't feel anything from 7 o'clock in the evening till 7 o'clock in the morning when I feel that my wrist is
cramping.
It's painful. It's hurting me. I used to play oud for 12 hours without feeling anything.
Yes.
So it was something built in. It was something coming from inside, actually.
Yes.
That is why I used to like it. I used to love it. I used to devour it.
Yes, that's why I say that the star is born, not made. You can't make it. So it was born with you.
I agree completely.
Yes, it was born with you.
I totally agree.
Then when did you went to university then and you studied what, literature, I think?
Yes, English literature.
English literature, yes. What made you choose English literature?
Because, shall I tell you the truth?
Please,
I think so.
Please, don't lie to me, please.
Because I like BBC.
You like BBC?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. Yes.
I used to listen to them.
Yes.
And I used to say to myself, can a day come that I speak like those people? I like the way they speak.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
That's why even when I speak with you now, you know, I'm trying to imitate.
Well, you're doing a very good job. You're doing a very good job. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And so you graduated from English literature with a BA English, but then your musical career began now, or had it begun earlier?
No. My music career, as a career, I started
as a professional. I mean,
yeah, as a professional career, I started after finishing my BA, after getting my BA.
What was your family's view to Ammar becoming a musician?
Complete opposition, complete refusal.
Even though you had a very recognized talent, there was a definite talent there.
Talent is something for those aristocracy.
Yes.
For the aristocratic point of view is talent is is something, and profession is something else.
Yes.
Occupation is something else. I remember my mother used to say, my son is going to work behind the dancer.
Behind the dance. Okay, yes, I see. But she might have had a point at that time, definitely.
And she boycotted me completely. She said, don't visit him. She told my brothers, don't visit him. She prevented money to come to me. She prevented me from even selling the land that I was that I inherited from my father.
Yes, yes.
And then after that, when
how did you manage that?
Gradually, when they felt that this boy is successful, he's not the type that they were afraid he's going to be. They started to listen to listen the siege, to listen the punishments, to listen
the boycott. Yeah,
exactly.
What turning point? What was the turning point that made them listen?
The turning point was a visit made by my mother to one of the banks. She wanted to get some money.
Yes.
And when the employee saw that her name is ending with El-Sherei, he said, "Do you know Ammar El-Sherei?"
Ah.
She said, "He's my son." Oh, lemon glasses, Cokes, Pepsis, everything, every generosity taken was clear to her, and they took her to the manager's office.
Because she was the mother of Ammar.
She was the mother of Ammar El-Sherei.
What was it that Ammar El-Sherei had done that caused them to do that? What was it?
I don't know. They used to like me.
Why? What did you do? I mean, what were they?
At that time, I made امسكوا الخشب, which is touch wood.
That was the very first song you did.
Yes, and I made a couple of incidentals in the radio.
How did Maha Sabri come to Ammar El-Sherei to compose her song? Why you? There were so many others.
She actually, this was made completely by accident. I was invited in her house. We were sitting, talking, singing, and things like that, and then I took the oud and I sang "امسكوا الخشب." She said, "Oops, whose song is this?" I said, "It's nobody's song. It is mine." She said, "Okay, can I take it?" I said, "Yes, of course." And that's how it was done. I mean, she took the song and she went to Cairo-phone, which is Sot al-Qahira.
Yes.
And the song was recorded there, and it was broadcast.
Would you then say this was your first step on the ladder?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
But you had before that you had performed. You had performed gigs all over the place.
Yes,
before that.
Of course.
Many gigs.
That's why I was very well known. You know, people, they used to sit down saying, looking at the TV and saying, "Does he see?"
Yes.
You know,
yes.
This was a real problem at that time.
Yes.
He sees, he doesn't see. He sees, he doesn't see. And they used to bet it, you know, to pay money for it.
So that therefore you become established, and more importantly, you became established in your family's point of view.
Yes.
From your family.
Do you know how my mother made the reconciliation?
How?
She called me on the phone and said, "Hi, how are you?" I said, "Oh no, it's you again. Really, I missed you."
Yeah.
She said, "Okay, come with 500 pounds in your pocket. I want them." This is very important to us as Saidis, because this means that she accepted your money.
Yes.
She accepted your work.
Yes.
She now she agrees totally on what you win. I mean, can
it's halal money. It's not.
It's a halal money.
Halal money.
Good money.
It's good money. Yes. And that's. Of course, this must have changed your. I mean, you felt like $1 million. Really.
Of course.
Oh, you must have.
Of course, and I gave her the 500 pounds with a big smile, with a kiss, and everything.
Do you remember any very funny anecdotes that happened to you in the very early gigs? I have hundreds of stories.
Of course. Lots of.
One of the things that sticks to mind that you'll never forget was what?
We were singing in a place in Cairo, which is it's near Sayyidina al-Hussein. It's and the stage was 4 carts, عربيات كارو.
Carriages, wooden carriages.
Yes, carriages, wooden carriages.
Yes.
Tied together by some ropes.
It's not very stable.
And we were singing on a plateau,
yes,
which was a little bit higher than the spectators.
Yes.
So they put some stones behind the carts to prevent them from falling.
Yes, yes.
At that time, Muhammad Rushdie was singing one of the best singers.
Yes.
He was singing a very well-known song called Adawiyya. And we were sitting on the 4 carts.
Carts, yeah.
Yes. Rushdie says Adawiyya ahe, and the choir says ahe, ahe, ahe. Some boys, they took away the stones.
And the rest is history.
And the cars started to, separate, moving downwards, moving back and down.
Yes.
So the choral, instead of saying ahe, 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 said Allah, 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 Allah. And I felt the car is moving. I don't know how. I said Galal is the night player who's sitting beside me. Somebody said, he's in the other car, he's not here.
So the orchestra became separated.
And Rushdie as well.
Yes.
Yes. And it ended in all of us hitting a garage door with a terrific bang. I can't really describe it.
The orchestra was scattered all over the place.
All over the place.
Yes. Well, that certainly is something that will stick in mind. But then, all right, then you went, then we started Maha Sabri, that's professional career, and then Ammar became a musician, real musician, and you started. How did you begin? How did you feel inside yourself, saying, "Hey, my goodness, now I am a musician, a professional musician. People know me. People are asking me to compose music for them." What was your feeling inside now?
First, let me tell you that this happened. Actually, I felt I'm starting to be achieved.
Yes.
Actually, it was in 1979 when I composed the music for El-Ayyam by Dr. Taha Hussein.
Yes.
And Baba Abdu for the 2 great Muhammad Fadil and Yahya Al-Alami, the great
yes, directors.
Yes. At that time, I felt that a year before that, I had a song, I composed a song for Shadia.
Yes.
Called Aqwa min al-Zaman, Stronger Than Time.
Time, yes. That was one of the very popular national songs.
Yes, and it was a hit at that time.
Very
it was
big
successful,
hit, yes.
Very successful. After that came the 2 incidentals, the 2 TV dramas, El-Ayyam and Baba Abdu. I felt that, yes, now I'm well known. Now all the people come to me and say, okay, we want you to do this film, to do this musalsal, to do this whatever. I really felt
that you were in.
I did it. Yes.
And then you became Ammar. Of course, you did for Warda, Latifa, Ali Al-Haggar, all these people. But you became very well known for musalsalat, for serials. Ammar El-Sherei is synonymous with TV serials. What drew you to TV serials? What made this is almost a trademark of Ammar El-Sherei, that if a successful serial comes with a very successful music track?
Because I love drama, I like drama. I used to like drama, even when I was a student in the Faculty of Arts studying English literature. I used to like drama very much. And believe me, I felt, or I still feel that I'm at my best when I'm expressing a situation or a scene, or
a given situation.
Yes,
a given.
Yes. Actually, the problem of composing songs is that you are always pushed by the lyrics. It is not what you feel. It is not your inner feeling. I mean, you have a wedding song, so you must compose it as a wedding song. Though, for example, writing music for a film, a score for a film or something, you have a wedding, You can do this the way you like. I mean, it is a wedding, it is a music for weddings, but same time, you are free, totally free to compose it the way you like. You are not, for example, you are not going to follow suit دقوا المزاهر or قولوا لمأذون البلد or those successful wedding songs, يا دنيا زوقوكي or whatever.
Yes.
These are Arabic, very successful songs. But when you write music, a wedding music in the video or for video or for TV, you are not supposed to write the wedding march.
No, you're right.
Yes, you are supposed to write a wedding music, but it's your own wedding music.
Yes, yes.
That's why I like drama. That's why I like creating, snatching something from the air and transferring it into a flesh and blood thing, you know.